It's not very common, but big
Wow.
blue-eyed golden Congo tetras, which are these guys.
So what's back here?
Back here's or
No, it's a quarantine area. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Arowanas are pretty cool. I like them, and we have a few different kinds. Like that's the Giardini right there, which is from Australia.
A lot of the random things that you see in the tanks have been in there since who knows how long.
No, I put that rock in there on accident. They have like tiny little mouths, so they really like to eat smaller, like.
Hey guys, my name is Tar. This is your pet fish, YPF for short. We're in Carrollton, Texas. Welcome to the store.
All right, as you come into the shop, you see all these huge tanks. What catches me is this pond tank, which usually is filled with koi.
Yep.
You have sturgeons in there.
Yeah, we wanted to do something different, and we got access to a supplier who had sturgeons for us, so we turned it into a sturgeon pond. We do have one koi in there still. He's hiding behind a tree over there. So these are some yellow pond turtles. They're native to, I believe, China and some parts of Asia. The store's been open for about 2.5 years now. I think in a few months we'll be closing in on 3 years of the store being open. The owner of the store, he's actually a hobbyist just like you and me, and what he wanted to do was just start up a store where he could bring in the fish that he loved and make it more accessible to people that are interested in the same kind of fish that he was. On the right side of the store, we mostly have our community selection of fish, so it's your tetras, live bearers, angelfish, discus, and corridors, things like that. Most fish that'll fit in a 40-gallon.
Yeah, this is my favorite section of the store right here.
And
more into the community fish.
Yeah, tetras especially. We do a lot of cardinals and rummy nose.
What are your kind of favorites right now?
Well, I really like zebra plecos. There's something that, you know, it's not very common, but you can see a few of them right there hiding in the caves.
They're forever captive bred, right?
Yep, that's how it's going to be. Yep. And if you do get them out of the wild, it's going to be jail time for the most part. So
straight to jail.
Yep.
Right to jail, right away.
The aim of the store was basically to bring fish that you don't see in every other local fish store, and mostly fish that you find online but can't really find anywhere else. We do quarantine our fish, which helps to ensure that you get healthy fish that aren't going to last very long. We wanted to do something that's a bit more exotic, something that people would be interested in owning. So we also have the blue-eyed golden Congo tetras, which are these guys. Again, a very recent addition to the hobby, I think in the last couple of years. Not very common before that, but they're really nice fish, especially when you have them in a planted tank. They'll color up really well, and their gold comes out a lot.
Are they wild caught?
These are all wild caught for
Okay.
now. They're in the same genus as the regular Congos, but they're completely different species.
Blue-eyed Congo tetras.
Yeah.
That's so neat.
They're the Phenacogrammus aurantiacus, I think.
Impressive. I think Corey would appreciate these if I showed them off real
I was
quick,
thinking about
right?
that too, yeah. So they came in as the sailfin sunrise platies. I'm not 100% sure that's the exact name for them.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, the males especially with that big dorsal.
Wow. And how much are they?
They're good for 25
24?
apiece.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, you get like a few and you could just spawn them yourself?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few females in here that are ready to pop anytime, so you can probably pick those up and you'll have babies in a week.
Okay. This Ryukin with
The calico?
if he spins that pure black on the striped side right there,
Oh, yeah.
that looks so cool. I don't know. That looked really neat.
Yeah, that was just a mixed bag. So
20 bucks too?
Yeah, we get decent prices on our fish. Like I said, we don't upcharge a whole lot.
So what's back here?
Back here is our quarantine section. It's not the most pretty looking area, but
Okay.
you can have a quick glance at it.
Just quick glance.
We have about 30 or so tanks back here. Again, excuse the mess, but
No, it's a quarantine area. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whoa!
we have some wild discus back here that are just completing their quarantine cycle.
Oh my goodness.
And they're pretty much like puppy dogs. They're not afraid of the...
Wow.
They've been eating pretty well, so... We actually have a puffer right now from one of our customers. It's a fahaka that got attacked by one of its tank mates. So that's a little scar on its face, but it's been here about a week or so, and it's healed up pretty well.
Yeah, it has. That's dang.
Yeah, and it's just going through, you know, a round of meds to get rid of any other secondary infections.
I don't know if anyone would get this, but I would name it Harvey
Okay.
for Two-Face.
Oh yeah, that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. One of the highlights of the store that I would really like to talk about is when we started getting flybrew turtles in, something that you did not see in most stores, and even if you do, they're usually not for sale. But we were able to get them in at a good enough size that they could be for sale for customers. Bringing them in and looking at them for the first time and just handling them, taking care of them, that was really great.
cleaning station and all that here.
That's the
and
bagging
then
station and all
over
that.
here, the monster fish.
Yeah, this side is mainly monsters and predatory fish. So you'll find your bichires, your arowanas, big cichlids, and other oddballs you don't usually see in most stores.
What I'm first seeing is the tank itself.
Mhm.
Are these painted?
These are not painted. I think these are
Okay.
like plastic trims. These are all custom-made tanks. We had a guy do these for us.
Oh, okay.
So these are odd sizes. I think they're like 37s and
37s. Oh yeah, look how far they go back.
Yeah, they're quite deep, especially on the bottom row. The tops are about, I think, 20-something gallons. I'm not 100% sure. Arowanas are pretty cool. I like them, and we have a few different kinds. Like that's the Giardini right there, which is from Australia. We also have the silver arowanas from South America and the albino silvers. Are these ones?
Oh,
over here.
vinyl silvers.
Yeah.
Wait, albino yellow banana.
Yeah, they're-
Oh my goodness.
They're kind of line bred to have a bit more yellow in them, so they have a trade name of yellow banana now. And then we actually have a Australian lungfish in here, but he's hiding pretty well. So,
Oh yeah, he's on the heater there.
he's gonna
Oh,
spaz out.
there he goes.
But there's him. That's another oddball that you'll almost never see in a store. People mistake these for axolotls a lot of the time because they have a similar body profile when they're younger. But as they grow, they kind of differentiate themselves.
That's really cool. Vampire crabs.
Yeah, not a whole lot in at this moment, but there's a few adults, but we do have a lot of babies in here. They've been breeding prolifically for us just by doing nothing.
Oh yeah.
You'll notice them scurry away into little burrows and all that.
This guy looks so freaking cool.
Yeah, that's one of our yellow-black rubber plecos, or chubby plecos is what they call them.
Yellow, black, chubby plecos.
Yeah, they're pretty nice, and their color varies a lot. So the black on them can be the whole body, can be half. Sometimes we'll get some that are completely yellow.
Okay, they're more panda than they are yellow.
The other one is more yellow though, the one that's to the right. Yeah,
So that's the same one?
it's the same type. Yeah.
Are they in different phases or something?
No, these ones don't have
Okay.
phases like the
Okay.
luteus plecos, but their color varies a lot. It can be solid yellow to a
Yeah,
cream.
that is. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. We do a lot of exotic pleco varieties, so that's one of the few you'll see today, I guess.
Oh, Atlantic mud skipper.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, these are the giant ones.
Yeah, these are the larger species, the barbarous.
And then you got the ever famous cross rivers. You got 3 of them here.
Yeah, it's
Small, medium, and large.
basically, yeah. This is actually 3 tanks, but the bottom 2 are connected by the sump. And I think it's 240 gallons to each section. Top cube is 360 gallons.
This one is connected all the way.
Yeah, it's like an L shape.
It's an L.
basically.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
okay.
there's
I
one
see
L
what you did
here,
there. Yeah.
one L on the other side, but they're both connected to the same sump.
Okay. Wow, you got a nice fly river turtle.
Yeah. She came from one of our customers. Her name's Layla.
Layla.
Yeah. There's good times and there's bad times. So we've flooded the store a few times. Not intentionally, obviously, but every now and then we'll have a tank that overflows while we're doing water changes. We had a 280-gallon tank crack on the bottom panel, and that basically flooded the store at, I think, 3 in the morning. So we had to rush out here because water was going into the unit next door. And it was pretty bad because there was significant floor damage. And yeah, that was something that wasn't fun at all. I think we'll go with some pencilfish to start. And I think Stephanie will take over for
right.
this section.
All right, we're here with Stephanie, one of the expert fish
Aquarists.
aquarists. Okay.
The Sinipas, they still have that black line on the top and the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
but the Amayas have like very little black. They like super, super black water conditions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just like any other pencil fish.
Yeah.
So dark water.
Yeah, super, super soft water, low
acidic,
pH. Yeah. But these guys have acclimated super well to Texas tap water, surprisingly, which is still pretty hard. pH is pretty high. They'll shimmy on each other.
They're
like,
shimmy, yeah. They're
yeah.
shimmy.
I think it's because this group is mostly male, so they're trying to like display on each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have like tiny little mouths, so they really like to eat smaller, like frozen or live foods.
Okay.
We had them eating baby brine
Okay,
and
so
daphnia.
nothing, no pellets yet, or
I haven't seen them eat any pellets. Oh, you can see them. The males were just like displaying on each other.
are you sparring? You all sparring?
Sometimes if you take like the tiny Vitalis pellets and like crumble them up, they'll be small enough to get
So
to
you
their
guys
mouths.
do carry some Vitalis, or is it?
We have some for store use, not
Okay,
not for
okay.
sale yet. Have you done that for them?
Yeah.
Oh. I love doing this for the bigger fish, so that way they can like actually grab a big piece rather than having to fight for tiny little pieces. Let's see. They'll probably go for it as it falls. If anything, the gouramis will get it first, as they do.
Oh no, they're eating it.
But they go for it. They try to go for it even if it doesn't fit in their mouths.
Oh man, I love to see it. Love to see it.
No, they're not picky now that they've come in, but I still do try to give them frozen every once in a while.
The food's just that good.
No, honestly, even
That's so good.
we have wild discus in the back eating Vitalis. The pleco pellets, even these guys will go for it since they like plant matter and stuff. So I kind of like smush it up.
Okay, so you wet it a little bit.
Yeah, and then I smush it to the wood usually. In this tank, this stuff goes so fast. Go.
Oh, look at the severums go.
And then the parapleco knows it's time to eat too. He's
He
coming.
smells it. Oh man, look at that bunch. Like almost like piranha-like. Oh, and that first chunk is almost gone.
Yep.
There's the Plek pellets. I think it's a UK thing. They say Plex.
They say
And
play.
over here we say Plecos. Yeah.
They won't go up. They won't go for it super quick, but usually they'll go for it after they know it's. No,
Oh, that's a big chunk, man. Really quick, just show the people how soft it is.
Super,
The color, the
super
grain texture.
malleable.
Yep.
Yep, Galaxy Vampires is up on there.
There he is.
No, the Oscars are trying to scare him off.
All right, we have a new guest to answer the chat. What is your name?
Athreya.
What are you going to show us today?
So we've got some of the blue rainbow tetras over here. They're up here.
Uh-huh.
This is the first time I've seen them at a fish store personally.
Okay.
I'm not sure how well it'll pick up on camera. They're a relatively new addition to the store, so they're not super
I see
good.
that guy that's super
Yeah,
red.
you can see a little bit of the like blue iridescence coming in on some of
Mm-hmm.
them. When they're really comfortable, probably on a little bit of a darker substrate, you'll see a lot more of that like blue kind of like oil slick color.
Okay.
I think they're super, super cool. A lot of the choice in this store just comes down to what's a little interesting that we can kind of encourage people to
Yeah.
keep things that aren't just run of the mill.
Do you get a say in what comes in?
I try and like give my ideas, but personally, I'm not one of the like super influential ones here. So, you know, if it were up to me, the store would be full of rainbows. But
Oh, let's go! Melanotanias or pseudomugils?
I'm actually just obsessed with specifically the Kamaka rainbow.
Oh, Kamaka?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want.
nice purple blue.
Yeah, they have that really cool steel gray. I
Yeah.
have a 50-gallon at home that I'm trying to set up for them. That
I
and
just
some,
like how plump or round they get.
Yeah.
just-
I originally wanted to keep turquoises just because they're like stupid and huge
yeah,
and blue.
yeah.
But you know, I don't have the best tank for them.
How often
Yeah.
do you guys feed the store? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure every day, but like maybe 2-3 times a day. Yeah,
It's usually once a day.
once a day. Okay,
If it's up to Stephanie, it'll be 7 times a day.
7 times a day.
Maybe only 3. That's
So
not
who
true.
does the water changes around here?
Me. Still me.
Is it just
Because
the
everything
valves
is
here?
individually plumbed.
Yeah.
You just go underneath and you open the like valve underneath assigned
okay, yeah,
assigned
yeah,
to
yeah.
the tank.
Yeah.
You open it, you drain it, you scrub while you're draining, and then you just fill.
My latest fixation fish is in there, but he's hiding right now. The blood tiger pleco.
Oh, he's all the way inside there. It's a single polished river.
Some random river stone.
I
Do you
think
sell that?
We do have river stones, but not
Not like
polished.
that.
Yeah, a lot of the random things that you see in the tanks have been in there since who knows how
Oh, yeah, yeah.
long.
No, I put that rock in there on accident.
So we'll start down here. These are the Enlicheri bichers, and these are a specific variant called the Black Volta bichers because they come from a specific catch point. They tend to have a bit more darker black banding on them than the regular ones do. And with bichers, there's upper jaw species and lower jaw species. These happen to be one of the lower jaws, and they tend to get much larger than the rest of them. There's potential sizes upwards of 3 feet on some of them.
So what do you tell like a kid and their parent when the kid wants to come in here and wants to buy that?
We'll show
How do you
them-
break it down?
We'll first ask them what kind of tank they have.
Yeah.
If they don't have something that's suitable long term, we'll just go over there and show them
How big
the
they
big
get-
tank.
yeah.
And then they'll get an idea of what they need long term. So they'll learn themselves that they aren't going to be able to keep it long term. and they won't do it.
Yeah.
So if they want to do a Bisher still, I would recommend getting a Senegal, because these guys only get about 1.5 feet fully grown. And they're one of the cheaper ones too, because a regular Senegal is only $30. If you go for the more exotic varieties, like that one's a marbled, they get the black splotches on them. Those tend to go for 100 at that same size. You can also get albinos, which are usually
They're like little water pups because they're flapping little.
yeah. These guys are
fins.
extra active for some reason. Usually they're not, all up in your face like that, but they know they get fed and they're always looking forward to it. So
That is cool.
yeah. We have a few larger Bishers in here just to show customers how big they can potentially get.
Wowzers.
Yeah, these guys are,
That's the
most of them
size
are
of
2
my
feet.
Arm.
Yeah, so we have, I think, 3 different species in here right now.
Yeah.
There's Conjugous Bishers, there's the Lapridae, and then there's Weeksii. So the one back there, that's one of the Conjugous Bishers. And those are one of the species that get extremely large. They're a lower jaw, and they can get up to 3.5 feet sometimes.
Wow, that's not even done growing then.
Some of these fish are from our customers. We take back fish when they get too big for them as well.
Yeah.
So they'll buy them when they're like 6 inches, and maybe a year down the road they'll come back and be like, oh, I can't keep it anymore.
People are just renting fish these days.
Yeah, they get credit for it.
Yeah,
but
exactly. That's cool.
we always try to educate them before they get a fish so that they don't make a mistake of getting something that's going to outgrow their tanks.
This bad boy.
Yeah, that's a platinum Florida gar, and one of our store mascots almost. He's been here a while.
Whoa, this Altum tank. Altum's cool. Tetra's cool. But those Crips, man.
Yeah, the Crips, they've just
The
been doing
Crips
their
are
own thing.
wild. That is a beautiful. You can tell that's been there for quite a while. The Delphis are cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
pretty
think
neat.
this tank's been running for over a year now, and we haven't really changed anything in there except for maybe adding a few plants every now and then.
Yeah.
But the substrate's pretty simple. We just have Complete and just the red diamond blasting sand, and the Crips like it.
This
have-
one is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's the dominant one of the group.
Yeah.
The Fritz products, mainly we use the medications, especially Paracleanse, Praziquanz, and Maricin, because that's kind of like the med trio. So we used to treat our fish during quarantine or if they ever fall sick in the store. We also use net care, which helps us disinfect our nets between using them in our aquariums, so that we reduce the chance of cross-contaminating fish from one tank to another. Yeah, it's a big old jug and it lasts a long while.
Okay.
So it's better than using bleach and stuff like that to disinfect nets.
Yeah.
Because you could accidentally put that bleach into your aquarium and cause problems. So this stuff is not harmful to fish, even if you take it right out of the bucket and put it into an aquarium.
Oh.
I spooked him.
I'm so scared of my dog.
Because the mouth opens up so wide.
Yeah.
No, he just bites down so hard.
Oh, guess you don't want it. Oh. Yeah, actually got my hand there. The eel's
He
out.
did?
Yeah, just nicked it, but it's fine. But the eel's out. There he is.
That's showbiz, baby. Oh man.
He just gulps it all down.
Oh, that he just gulped it.
Yep. There you go. He'll take more pieces than that, but yeah, this is the larger pellet, the 4mm. So it's good for medium to large size fish. That way,
Yeah, look at
they
that.
can toss in a whole bunch. See everyone go nuts for it. The moray doesn't really like it a whole lot, but hopefully eventually.
Oh, the angels are like, I can't fit that in my mouth.
Yeah. The geos, the soa-dollars, the loaches. We have a couple of catfish in here too that'll come up and suck it up like Roombas.
Oh yeah.
They should be out in a minute or two once they get the scent, but they're usually on the other corner.
So you see these fish, they kind of spit it out, but they will eventually eat it because right now they're trying to get it a lot softer.
Yeah,
I
and
bet.
the geos usually chew up their food in their mouth,
Yeah.
and then maybe break it down before they swallow the smaller
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, that one just ate that one.
Look at the rock walkers.
Oh yeah, look at that vacuum cleaner.
The Roombas are in, so no more leftovers. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Hopefully no one steals it from him. But
Oh, he's good.
I'll just give it
Good
a-
job, little dude.
We are also potentially moving our location in a few months from now, so keep an eye for that when that happens.